was real young. Her best friend is a skinhead chick. She knows an Asian boy named Yick. Caitlin, she is very chic, but I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike. And I am still in love with a girl named Spike. I am still in love with a girl named Spike. A girl named Spike.
Wow. All right. You're listening to I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. I'm your host, Mike Park, along with my co-host, Hannah Eagle.
What's up?
And Rick Johnson.
Hello.
We are on episode 195, which is What's It Feel Like to Be a Ghost Part 2. We had the lead singer of Taking Back Sunday, Adam Lazzara, on last week's episode, talking about his experience filming this episode. So we didn't actually get to dive into this episode, and I wanted to just express how much fun I had last week talking to Adam. He's seemed like a genuinely nice guy.
Very nice guy.
He offered free tickets to any of the shows he's playing with Third Eye Blind.
I know.
Did you
Brittany
guys
told
look
me
up
to
the tour dates?
take him up on that.
He's
I'm going to be
playing
on
Philly.
tour when they're in town.
Britt was
in
like,
my town.
so get tickets. And I was like,
Yeah.
I feel like he meant that mostly for like Mike and Rick.
No,
She was
no.
like,
Oh,
you don't
no,
take risks. That's your problem. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, all right.
That is. Does she want to go?
She wants to go. I'll
So
try.
why don't you go?
But, yeah, let me know. I'll text my buddy Andy.
Okay.
Rick will make it happen. I guarantee you'll get backstage or after show tickets, and you'll probably get a free soda back there, maybe some
Wow.
chips.
That's great.
Yips.
Hannah, how does this episode start?
Ellie is writing an article about Craig, which is just like nobody's gonna want to read that.
Local boy done good. Nobody wants to read that.
I guess.
But he also
but
hasn't
it's
done
like
good.
a local boy to Degrassi. It's not like a local boy to the college they go to, which I forget which college they go to. It's not Bantay.
I don't know.
Degrassi Community College. Jesse is basically like, hey, did you know that Craig's on coke? And she's like, no, actually just Manny's on coke. And he's like, okay, well, if he's also on coke, so I don't know whose it is, but he's on it.
She's not buying it.
Yeah.
She's in love.
And on Taking Back Sunday should be the article because no one cares about Craig, in my opinion.
Yeah, Jesse is not wrong.
No. Taking Back Sunday is like there. But she wants to keep an eye on Craig, so she's like writing an article about him to like keep him away from Manny and her evil coke.
What about when Craig shows up with sunglasses?
It's so ridiculous. It's so stupid.
He's got an American Eagle Guess Jeans t-shirt, Levi denim jacket. And I just saw Umbrella Academy only to try to find him. Sorry to go off topic, but I was watching it. I was like, where is he? And then I was like, is he that one dude?
That super blobby guy.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it is him. That's cool.
It's kind of cool. I was like, man, I would have loved to have seen him.
I wonder, well, obviously the makeup's got to be intense. The daily makeup when they're shooting. But does he make, you think, good money? Is that a huge show? Is that a smash hit?
It's a huge show. Smash
it's huge,
hit.
yeah. Elliot Page is a
filmed-
Degrassi fan, so
Oh, sick.
maybe that's
And-
how.
That's filmed in the US or Canada?
That I don't know.
Is Elliot Page Canadian?
Yes.
Oh, sick. I love it.
Yes.
It's all, after just the chaos of July 4th and the senseless killings and the continued senseless killings.
There's a shooting in Philly 4th of July.
Of course. Shooting everywhere. Shooting in San Jose.
Yeah.
Why not? It sucks, but when you have these little joyful tidbits like Elliot Page being Canadian and being a fan of Degrassi, you can smile.
Yeah.
It's not all better, but at least you can smile. That's freaking awesome.
True.
Rick, would you like to take it after the opening credits?
1 second. Okay. Well,
Okay. Rick is
uh,
leaving for tour again, so he's very stressed with a lot of
stressed.
work.
I'm not stressed.
Not
just a
stressed. He doesn't stress.
Pile of shit just fell in my lap. That whatever. Is this when Toby gets beat up? Right? Toby gets beat up around this area.
We're in Craig's Joey's garage, actually.
Oh, well, Ellie and Craig, right, are getting all of his belongings together to mail to Calgary, right? Or are they going to selling it or going to British Columbia? I'm kind of confused. Joey has definitely moved to Calgary, correct?
Yeah.
And Joey is selling in his house, but isn't it Caitlin's house?
Exactly.
Ooh.
And they're broken up. So is she gonna make the money off the house? What is Joey gonna do? I guess he has to move because probably Caitlin was like, look, I'm not gonna keep paying off your house.
That's a
Very
yeah, I
good.
mean,
It's a little bit of a confusing situation.
if you really want to dive that deep, sure. But I think what Hannah says is very believable and viable.
It also
yeah.
seems like, yeah, maybe Caitlin would, but I don't think she's loaded. Although that LA money,
She's got Hollywood money.
yeah, she's big now. She's dating Kevin Smith.
Ooh. How happy, well, not is happy the correct word, when the bullies from what's the rival school called? Lakehurst, when those kids show up. It's yeah, happy is not the correct word, but a little bit of fear, little anxiety starts to develop when they show up. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
there they go.
Yeah,
Just
they're scary.
Yeah, good acting by all of them who have lines, and a little bit of fear that these
But I know
young
what
That
you mean,
one
'cause it made
long-haired
me a
kid's
little
been
happy.
around. That one long-haired kid's been around a lot, right? He's always at the parties. The Hesher-looking
blonde?
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I don't
ugly kid.
know.
Yeah.
He
Has
was
he?
around. Yeah, he was around in Sean and Ellie's apartment, I feel like.
Was he?
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna write a little note because I think I would notice that.
He was like one of those
Sean-
Hesher kids.
Well, I'm writing it down. Sean, Ellie,
I'm looking
party.
it up.
He was one of the what?
It's
Hesher
like
kids,
Hesher kids.
just partying.
Oh, I feel like
How do you spell Hesher?
Hesher, I believe.
That's what I wrote down. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah,
Hesher.
it never looks like.
Hesher. But if that's true, Rick, that's quite an eye you have, and I'm quite impressed. To be
Yeah,
perfectly
not,
honest.
even though I'm not paying attention right now. I can pay attention to the Hesher kid.
I don't think he's been here before. I'll put it on the table.
I'm with Hannah.
Slowly getting to this is season 6, right?
Yeah.
I do know what you mean though, because I do get a little happy every time they're like about to rumble. I'm like, wow, I just love the stakes.
It's like West Side Story.
Yeah. I'm glad
Without
they
the dancing.
introduced like a rival school. They should have done that way before.
Did you have a rival school?
Probably if I had been paying attention to like
You-
sports or anything.
You look beautiful today, Hannah. What'd you
Oh
do
my-
with your hair?
Thank you. I dried it. It's got a good it looks like a toupee. Looks like I could just rip it off. But thank you. Yeah, I'll just take it anyway. I'll take the compliment.
Okay.
You're-
I'm at this kid's IMDb right now.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're going for it. Let's see.
He's a
See who's
director.
right. Of course he is. One of the most successful ones.
It's the
In
worst
Canada.
of both worlds because
Degrassi
you're gonna
takes
research it.
He was in
and be wrong.
61 episodes.
He's big coming
right.
up. He's big
All
in
right.
upcoming
Okay.
seasons.
He is not from Ellie and their this is his first showing.
No shit. We could have told you that without all this
Oh,
waste.
come
of time.
on.
Good job. Thanks for wasting
Thank
our
you.
time.
He
Thank you.
becomes
Yeah.
a big character.
Of course he does, but the fact that we wasted like 20 minutes just now with Rick
20
trying
minutes.
20
20
minutes.
minutes.
to okay, minus 19. It's all good.
Minus 19 and a half.
When JT shows up at Lakehurst, what a brave soul. One on whatever, how many kids there are.
Ooh, I loved seeing inside Lakehurst.
You mean
I was
you
like-
don't think it's just a different hallway in Degrassi?
It for sure is just a different hallway, but I was like, give me a whole spinoff. Give me a spinoff. Where's Wasaga High? That should have been
where?
the school that they
Yeah,
they
that should have
rumbled.
been. And there would have been beef because of Sean deafening that kid.
Exactly.
I gotta see if this works here.
About time. Let's go.
Okay, there's 4 of them. No, there's 5 of them. JT arrives.
Got a lot of nerve showing up at our school. Whatever. Is this stupid war about me dating your ex? I don't care about Mia. She's just a dumb slut. Easy,
Bad.
mascot boy. You want a war? You got it. Meet me in the tunnel tomorrow at 5. Mind if I bring my friends?
No.
No?
I don't remember
'Cause I'll bring
mine.
mine. Ooh. Chess club? I'm scared.
Dang, dude.
Okay, that kid makes some really good points.
Roderick.
If I was JT, I would definitely pay people. Like, you ever see 3 O'Clock High?
Yes. Of
What
course.
a freaking great movie. Hannah, if you can do
You gotta-
anything
you gotta
today,
watch it.
3 O'Clock High, maybe,
We've talked about it before.
have we?
Yeah. And we told Hannah that she needs to watch it, but she has.
You'll freak out. It's
A lot
that
of
good.
movies in the
So-
world.
3 O'clock High is maybe the best bully.
We've never
movie
talked
ever.
about this movie.
100%. The bully is the mob dad from Kindergarten Cop.
Is that it?
He's.
Yeah.
I never saw Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah. Do you know who I'm talking about, Hannah?
Um,
The kid's dad. You've never seen Kindergarten Cop either, have you? Jesus.
I know. Isn't that funny?
I haven't seen it.
There's an Arnold Schwarzenegger sized hole in my viewing experience because I haven't seen a ton of his shit. Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Commando. Have you seen
Sorry.
Commando?
Am I getting that confused with Jingle All the Way? No, I've not seen
Jingle all
Commando.
the way. Is that with Sinbad?
Yeah.
I thought that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man.
Jingle All the Way.
How
Do you
that didn't
remember
get
when
Oscar nomination from?
this is
Beyond
such a
me.
weird reference, but do you remember on Conan O'Brien when he would do that bit where he had the picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger and he would just do the lips?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I can imagine it being quite hilarious. Am I right?
It was when he would just go Jingle All the Way.
Damn, dude. Poor Schwarzenegger. He's been in quite a few movies. Perhaps you've heard of Terminator.
Right.
Terminator 2.
Total Recall, one of my favorites.
Oh, that is Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he beats the Predator. What's some famous lines of Predator?
Never seen Predator.
Rick, anything near the end?
Carl Lewis getting his arm blown off and just screaming. That's a famous line.
While still shooting his machine gun at the same
There's
time.
a new Predator movie coming out called Prey.
Really?
I
Sure.
think that's a Predator movie. I think.
I'm gonna look up famous lines from Predator. The
Them
top
grabbing
most
each other's
badass
hand?
quotes.
He's also Mr. Freeze in
Yeah.
Batman and Robin.
Oh, yeah. Number 1, best quote from Predator.
Don't you
is-
chase me.
Well, let's start with number 10. There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. We're all gonna die. Oh,
Wow.
I don't know that one. I'll just start at number 3. You're one ugly motherfucker. Okay, I remember that. That's Schwarzenegger's line.
I also feel
Get
like
to-
if you had asked me to make up a quote from Predator, I could have come up just as a joke. There's something out there and it ain't no man.
Get to the
That's not even
chopper.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's Billy's line, right?
Get to the chopper.
You're correct. I ain't got time to bleed.
Oh, that's the most Jesse Ventura.
That's
Oh,
great.
I forgot Jesse's in that.
I ain't got time to bleed.
It is
I ain't
fantastic.
got time to bleed. He
Wow.
carries a Gatling gun, Jesse Ventura.
Does he have like a cigar like stub in his teeth?
Maybe. I can't
Yeah.
remember if one
He's
of them
got to.
does.
Seems like it's on character for him. I don't
He's
know who
got
this is. Jesse Ventura.
Jesse Ventura. It was a. You don't know Jesse
Do
Ventura?
I need to see Predator, or are you guys just saying it because it's like
I think Predator's great. I don't know if you'll
It's
like
worth it. Yeah,
I think
it's-
Commando is not worth it, I think.
What is
Commando
the
has a similar
movie?
vibe.
What Schwarzenegger and Alyssa Milano is his daughter?
Commando.
Okay, so you have to see Commando then, because that is
She's a
insane.
Alyssa Milano.
wow, Jesse Ventura rules.
It's just really funny. It's
Yeah.
really funny, and it should be like if you worked at when VHS stores existed.
Yeah. They're,
I was
they
right
were on
about
the
the
cover of
cigars.
Cigar Aficionado.
A lot of pictures of him with Donald Trump.
Who?
Yeah.
Jesse, the body
Yeah.
Ventura. Well, he doesn't like. He's.
Um,
I definitely know he hates Trump.
Oh, good.
I know that for a fact because
How do
I.
you know that?
He ran for governor of Minnesota as a wild card and won. Like people like thought it was a joke. Like there's no way this ex professional wrestler is going to run and win, and he did. He
Wow.
won.
Wow.
So he was in politics. He is also a Navy SEAL, and more importantly, he was Jesse the Body Ventura. He was the co-host with Mean Gene Okerlund of the WWE, whatever Monday Night Raw at the time. Isn't that cool?
Yes.
Isn't that
I
cool?
love
Let's
when
move-
wrestlers get into the acting biz.
Of course,
It's never let me down,
Cool.
except for John Cena. I've kind of had enough.
as long as it's not Hulk Hogan.
The
I'm
Rock.
fine. Yeah, getting a little tired of The Rock.
I know. Yeah.
He's too strong.
He's just
He's-
like, they're just putting him in shit now. Like Jungle Cruise. I saw Jungle Cruise. I'm never going to get those 2.5 hours back.
So you saw Jungle Cruise, but you didn't see 3 O'clock High.
Yeah.
We got to
I feel
jump
like
back
3
into
o'clock.
this.
3 o'clock high is our generation, Mike.
But dude, Hannah would love it. Do you like Fast Times at Ridgemont High?
Love Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
You should
Just
watch 3 o'clock.
3
High.
o'clock high.
Okay.
Come
I'll
on.
pay for the rental if you have to.
I was
pay-
gonna
if you
say,
have to pay.
It's also probably a situation where I haven't seen it on streaming because I'll watch that shit all the time.
It's
Yeah,
a
you'll
good film.
freak
You
out.
should watch
You'll
it. That
You can
that
freak out.
film, 3 o'clock high, and what's the one where the kids take over the high school? Over the
Kids
Edge.
Take Over the-
Both of the
Oh,
Class
the
of
Edge.
1984.
with Matt Dillon. Yeah, okay.
yeah, class of 1984. I do not like.
I watched it. I was
Over-
like, what the fuck happened that year? Why did they make this movie?
Yeah,
I like Some Kind of Wonderful also.
Ugh, God, yeah.
Did you cry at the end?
Some Kind of Wonderful is the one where that girl's like definitely a lesbian, but then she's in love
Yeah,
with that kid.
that's what-
yeah.
Mary Stuart Masterson, right? Right?
Yeah.
She looks like Hannah, a little lesbian Hannah.
Yeah, I feel like ever since she was in Fried Green Tomatoes, I'm like, oh, she's a lesbian, and then I have to like rework my brain and be like, oh no, she's an actress. She's acting.
She's an actor.
Acting pretty gay.
Faux show. Faux show. We got to jump back into this episode. My
oh yeah, we
goodness.
got so sidetracked.
We got to get back into it.
so Toby gets beat up.
Yeah,
Let's just
You want
get it out
to
of the
jump
way.
right to there? Okay.
Yeah, Toby gets beat up.
and you know what? Maybe he needed to get beat up.
I don't think so. He looks so sad while he was getting beat up. Out of anybody if anybody in this program needed to get beat up, it wasn't Toby.
It feels like every time there's a feud of some sort, Toby gets beat up because he also got beat up when Rick was at Degrassi. Didn't
Oh,
they
that's
shove his
true.
head into a water fountain or something?
Yeah,
He just has that face.
he's punchable, but that means he shouldn't be punched.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
He does get a redemption the next episode.
He's awesome coming up. My God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So who's backing JT in the fight? Do you know the people, Hannah? or Rick?
Danny and Derek.
Danny and
That's the
Derek.
only
Who
people.
else?
And then the instigators too. They're like, let's go.
Yeah. If
Just-
there's something stupid to do, Danny and Derek are doing it.
Why would they beat up Toby?
because he's
punchable.
from Degrassi, and they know they can.
What are they gonna do? Beat up Spinner? I'd love to see them try.
Oh, Sean, where's Sean? Why
They
did
could never
he
beat
should have
up
brought
Sean.
Sean. If he had brought Sean and Spinner to the fight,
Sean doesn't go to Degrassi though.
Yeah.
still.
Also,
but
like they don't want to go
brought
deaf.
him. They could have brought Jay too. He could have been a good ally. Bring Towers out of retirement also.
Jay Spinner or Sean, that fight would be Alex.
Yes. Amen, sister. Amen.
Amy.
Oh. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there.
Ugh.
The Taking Back Sunday is playing.
Oh my
I
god,
feel
I
like
forgot we're even in that episode.
it's so weird because we were so in depth with it with the actual singer
Yeah.
laying the
Um,
dirt. But okay, let's let me get my composure here. Ellie is trying to protect Craig. So
Yes,
there's a lot
right.
of instances of her like at the interview, like, oh, Craig, come on, meet the band, where Jesse was trying to get rid of him.
Yeah, and
And
Jesse's right.
Rightfully so.
Mhm. Also, it's very funny that they're like, "Oh, let's hear this song you got." There's in no world where I would have been like, "Yeah, kid." on.
Exactly.
And then to offer him in their break, which wouldn't have happened in real life, just a break slot where you can play your little acoustic guitar.
Also, like the one time I wanted to hear a Craig song, I wanted to hear his cover, and we don't hear it.
No,
That would have been, it would have been fun.
And Adam Lazzara couldn't even answer my question whether or not he was actually playing the song to him.
there's no way,
No way.
no way.
I know.
You're
He's
smoking
gonna learn a
crack
whole
over
song
here.
just to play off screen. Maybe it's a deleted scene.
Our friend Jeff Rosenstock could learn it in seconds and be singing it.
Well,
That's true.
can he learn that song about that Craig plays about learning to fly or whatever?
Yeah, that definitely in seconds.
Mhm.
One listen, if just doing those few bars, he could. Yeah,
I
30
chased the
seconds.
whale on the run.
I almost spit out my drink. Gosh darn it. That would have been no good.
I jumped from clouds on the sun or something. That's what it is.
And for some reason, I kind of like that song. I'm not sure why.
It's a good song, but I think it's pretty easy to write a snippet of a song.
Yeah, there's no way they wrote the whole song. You gotta get Craig on here.
When Ellie goes to the concert and goes backstage, is it at this point, does she know like Craig is the coke user, not
Well, yeah,
Manny?
Manny spilled the beans.
Yeah.
But why should she believe Manny?
Because
Well,
Manny
Manny's
never
got
lies.
those. Yeah, she's convinced. She's got that. No, Ellie,
No.
it was Craig's.
Ellie's like, I do a lot of stupid shit, but I never lie about it. If I was on coke, I'd be on coke. I'd be the cokiest girl here.
So Ellie
I'm
is
pretty
just
sure. I'm pretty
blinded.
sure that Ellie has had her doubts that Craig is not on. That Craig is on coke.
I think she just wanted Manny to be on coke because she hates Manny. Because Manny has what she wants.
Blinded by
Craig.
love.
I wonder what
Understandable.
Ashley said when she found out Craig was on coke. She probably laughed her ass off. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong there. So when Craig is playing and starts bleeding, the best part of the scene is the crowd shots where they're kind of looking around. This one guy like points at his nose, at his own nose, like, oh,
I don't know. Adam's reaction was also really good. It's just like,
And then he goes like, oh yeah, he puts it in his nose. I also really do love when Ellie, the shots when people walk in on Craig doing coke are so good because he looks like he's been on like on a bender for weeks. He's like deep and so sweaty.
Sorry, I'm watching Adam's reaction. Another good reaction. So everyone's kind of, Adam does the point to the nose and like oh, and then everyone starts like commenting about it. But there's one guy on the side that's still dancing on the left side of the screen.
Well, I
Dancing to
he's-
the acoustic guitar.
Yeah,
I
he's
also
still
think
dancing.
I think if he had just been like, oh, I have a nosebleed. I don't think if I was at a show and I saw someone's nose bleeding, I would automatically know that they were on coke.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'd be like, oh, he's got a bloody nose.
Yeah,
Poor guy. Poor guy.
poor guy.
Ellie's is horrified, just palm up to her face, just aghast by what is happening. Craig realizes it, looks at the blood with by putting his fingers on his face, doesn't know what to do. Looks at Ellie. Ellie's just like, Ellie doesn't know what to say.
Did he already kiss her?
Yeah.
No. Oh,
No?
he did. Oh,
Oh yeah.
yes,
he definitely
he
kissed
did.
her.
Because it was right after he did the coke.
Right, because she
Or
tries
right
to
before he
get
did
him.
the coke. Yeah.
Yeah.
She tries to
right
get him to go to
before.
group,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Okay, I'll go. Just don't be mad." Yeah, he's such a dick for kissing her. That's when I'm like, okay, Craig's a bad guy forever.
Is that the drugs talking though, or is that Craig? Or does he deserve a break? Or
doesn't
does he
deserve
not
a
deserve
break.
a break?
For a break from what? His like what? He's done many bad things
He has done many bad things.
to women.
Well, he got the taste of the coke, and so when he was away in Vancouver, and couldn't stop.
Yeah. Who do you think gave him the coke in the Degrassi
just-
universe?
He just got it off the street. Have you ever been to Vancouver?
Not if it's paved with coke. I guess not.
A lot of prostitution. It's a
lot of
beautiful city,
drugs.
though.
Really?
It's a
I've
great
never been to
ci- it's a
Vancouver. I
great
didn't know it
town.
was like that.
It's prostitution's legal in Vancouver, right?
Maybe. I
believe.
think opiate use is also decriminalized. I could be wrong about that.
That sounds like
I've been
something
in
that
some
just should be
gnarly places in
criminalized.
Vancouver.
I gotta look it up.
The most horrifying thing I think I've ever seen in my life happened in Vancouver. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
A woman, definitely on some sort of drugs, carrying a bread bag, sits down next to the vehicle I was touring in, vomits into the bread bag,
Ooh.
puts it down, reaches in, starts eating the bread with the vomit on it.
Yes. That's a great story. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing.
And,
Wonderful.
and you know
tidbit.
what? I thought it was going to
And
be
Dan P
worse
were
than
just
that.
like, what is happening right now? And then she
Wow.
pulled a potato out of her pocket.
She needed.
Wee. Prostitution is illegal.
What
What about
opiate use?
opiates? That seems like something that should be criminalized because isn't it like a epidemic? Opiates.
British Columbia decriminalizes limited possession of cocaine. Oh, that's where
Yeah, there you go.
that's where our man was.
Well, then it's not even
Our
a
man
crime.
Craig. Yeah.
Go back to Vancouver. Oops,
Of course.
I hit my mic.
Oh, don't you dare do that.
Don't you ever do that?
Don't you do that ever again. Oh, so Toby also he feels maybe this beating wasn't so bad as I think Emma and Manny give him a kiss on the cheek.
Oh yeah, which is
Well, he's
like-
really milking it.
yeah.
Okay, Manny gives a kiss. Oh, okay, only Manny.
I don't like this like horny side of Toby that we see every once in a while.
Oh, I'm
You know
sure
what
he
I
doesn't
mean?
like it either. He's probably like, man, why do they just write this like this? I'm some like,
I know.
Horn dog.
Hornball. Like when Paige and Alex break up and he's walking by the yearbook table and he's like, I just want you to know, whoever you're making out with, I love it. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Like that.
Admittedly, I loved it.
Oh wow.
Just kidding. I didn't. This is freeze frames, I believe, on JT and Toby. I don't know. Let me
No,
see.
free streams on Ellie and Craig. when
Craig.
Ellie and Craig.
Got it.
Oh, Craig. Ellie sees Craig off to Calgary with Snake in the background.
He says,
You're gonna-
"Is
you're gonna-
Joey
you're
here?"
gonna-
And she goes, "No, Snake's here." And Brittany was watching with me. She goes, "Why isn't Joey there?" And I was like, "Because they're not going to pay him to come in for one day."
So did we discuss this? But I think I read that the reason he finally like put this in his past, at least at this moment in his life. We're talking about Pat Mastriani, who plays Joey Jeremiah, that he wanted to become a real actor. Like he wanted to expand his acting resume.
That's
Right,
good
he
of
should have just
him.
kept right on going. He could have made that Snake money.
Do you think he's rich, Snake?
No.
Well, I think he really succeeded in becoming the longest running.
I
Degrassi
feel
character of all
if
time.
Degrassi was an American show, he'd be rich. But because
Because
of
the residuals got it. That
Like
doesn't make
Mr.
sense.
Feeney. Mr. Feeney's probably rich.
Who's Mr.
No,
Feeney?
Mr. From Boy Meets World. I think he's dead, but yeah, he's probably rich.
I don't think he. Oh my God, is he dead? Oh my God.
He was old as shit back then.
No. Yeah, you're right. I think that's the thing though. I think he was old as shit back then, but that's what makes the fact that he's still alive so amazing.
The freeze frame, I was so wrong, but it's a great freeze frame with Snake in the background with his arms folded. Craig has
Like,
a
I can't believe I gotta be
bloodthirst.
waiting at the airport with this kid.
Yeah,
He's-
why is he there?
because Joey has disowned Craig is how it feels. Also Mr. Feeney that actor is 95, but he's still alive.
Jeez.
Well,
Yeah, he's
Okay,
just
I got-
living in that bucket of cash.
let's close this episode, but I want to do this real quick. I want to listen to this scene.
To you. If there's anything you need, let us know. Okay, Toby Topes?
I think you girls have done enough. Thanks.
Toby Tobes.
Toby Tobes.
Until next week, have a blessed day. And thank you
Yeah.
for listening to the I'm in Love with a Girl Named Spike, a Degrassi podcast. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.